All right, we're live.
Yeah, good morning once again. Living the weather. So we're going to officially start with our let me introduce myself again. My name is Molatelo. My name is Rachiku. My name is Molatelo and my surname is Rachiku, and I am the communications officer of SAPC. And a couple of weeks ago, we saw that there was a serious need for
So how we going to do it is I will sign, and then you will sign, and then he will be my witness, and then we can take maybe one of them just to become sort of. Yeah, namhlanje uzosebenza. Okay. Comfortable.
You know what's going to go on? I'm going to take it to the office, but just to stamp.
And then open the boy. Okay, that's good. That's good. Because we thought you're going to sign this one and that one, then you can keep this info. But then we need that stamp again.
I'm just going to stamp it and give you a copy.
Okay.
The sign.
Okay. So let me just get this right. So it's okay that I sign again. And he signs. And then that signature will come here. Am I right? Or you?
Some of you know deep down in your heart.
Then here, do you need a witness from my end?
Okay, the stamp will be your witness again.
Because we have to put food on the table. You have to stand against us.
Can I
We're
just
not
go?
here to fight anyone. We're here to fight the system that has been.
And then you throw them in the bin.
At what point? At what point does South Africans say stop looking for a hero? One of your own, General Mkwanazi, came out and he spoke and he said that South Africa is in deep trouble. Our country has been infiltrated. It has been infiltrated by criminals and cartels. What are ordinary police officers doing? Are we all waiting for a sign from someone to come and save the country? Why are we supposed to wait? Why are we not proactive? Why are we not proactive as South Africans? South Africa is so rich. South Africa is rich in minerals. South Africa is rich in intellectual capacity. We are not stupid. We are not dumb. We didn't come here because we are bored. We didn't come here because we don't have anything to do. We have things to do with our lives. But South Africa is more important than anything else. When we're standing here, no matter the number we are, sometimes it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. Sometimes it's about the message. And what we're saying to you today is that we have had enough. We've been trying. People don't even know how to get here because there's no money for transport. They don't have transport money. They don't have money to feed themselves. They don't know where the next meal is going to come from.
But the people are eating on top.
And then we have our president telling us we must ask ourselves questions. Which questions must we ask ourselves? Because we know already what's going on in this country. We need a decisive leader. We need a decisive president who will take a decision. We can't be a country that is governed through commissions. We can't. This country has suffered enough. And I hate to use the word that we South Africans are resilient. We are not resilient. You are forcing us. You are abusing us. And we can no longer take that abuse. Professor, I'm looking at you, and I'm not speaking directly to you. I'm speaking to that office. It's not personal.
We seem to have lost network to the protesters outside union buildings. It is also blank on my side, guys. I think it's because of network issues. When I pick them up again, I will definitely live stream again. It's been a bit difficult. Hopefully, we'll get some people on the ground telling us, updating us with what's going on. What are some of the challenges? What's the mood like? But I think that we have lost network. Now I don't know if it's part of the blockage of the network at union buildings, conspiracy theory, but we seem to have lost network from Stand Up SA, who today marched to the union buildings because the citizens are hurtful and they're saying that the president must go. People have had more than enough. So I seem to have lost network with the people on the ground. I will try get hold of them again and go and try to live stream later on again, guys. Thank you. Blessings. Is he coming back or his mic is unmuting and muting. I don't know if it's his video that's off. Okay, no, we've definitely lost them, guys. I will definitely try to get back the protesters out at union buildings. But thank you. And remember, oh, I'm adding him back. I'm adding him back.
We need change,
All right.
and we need it now, not tomorrow.
Thank
but
you,
next week.
guys.
So, yeah, with that being said, I would like to hand over to Ikapo just to give us a couple of message of support, and then will be followed by Mike.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Sanibonani. Sanibonani. Let's clap our hands for ourselves because we showed up. We showed up to mark history. We are marking history today. They tell us that young people are the future. The future starts today. We are here not only to say we reject Ramaphosa as our president, but we are here to say we reject the politics of liberation. They have continuously failed to uplift young people. The politics of fighting and winning that were used during apartheid are used to fight us. Our children are dying. Women are abused in South Africa. And what the president comes and says is that we must ask ourselves. We must ask ourselves, and it's always so running the country using the conditions. So today, we woke up, rain, and we said we are here to mark history. We are marking history and saying the end of liberation politics ends now. We are charting the future of what South Africa can be. And we are rejecting Ramaphosa and his government. And we are saying enough is enough. Yes. We are standing up for South Africa because our future can no longer wait. We can no longer trust them, people that are implicated and alleged to be friends with cartels. What kind of country are we going to have if we leave our future to those people? So today, this is more than saying that Ramaphosa was old. It's about thinking of the future. What kind of future are we going to have when people still ask us, what must we do? Or we must ask ourselves, why are other people living in opulence? And they keep dragging us back to apartheid and say, oh, this is what they have done. Forgetting about the corruption that steals from the people that are in hospital. We recently saw, I'm not going to go into this, I think we catch on the news. The corruption of these people that are associates of our government. We need to stand up for South Africa. We are the future, and the future starts today. We are rejecting Ramaphosa as our president. He must go and hand over to someone who can lead us into the future.
Amen. Amandla. Amandla. We're going to hand over to the next speaker. It's important that we remember that Stand Up SA is not alone. Comes with Enough is Enough. And Enough is Enough is an organization for young people, by young people. Sizobiza representative uNodumo for Enough is Enough as a message of support and a message to the leadership of the presidency.
I'm not a typical American guy, so I just wouldn't. Well, my brother, I would like to address you as the representative of.
Loud.
Okay. Okay. Is this loud enough? Okay. I would like to address. You as the representative of the president. You are a young person. At the very least, you look like a young person. You might not be directly affected by issues that affect our society. However, I would like to plead and beg.
It's not going to hand it over now.
I'm pretty sure you have family members, you have people in your community who are unemployed, who have struggled to access public health care. Those are some of the issues that we are experiencing as the regular members of society. I personally have made use of a public health facility, and there was no medication at Nelson Mandela Academic Hospital in Mthatha. There was no medication. I can afford to walk out of Nelson Mandela and go buy the medication that is required, but other people cannot afford that. Those are things that people need to take into consideration. I'm sorry for calling you people, but you are so far removed from our society. You're so far removed from out of touch. So much so that we really think that you are disconnected and you are unaware of the issues that are happening in our community.
Yes.
Your boss is shocked every time he gets on television.
Yes.
Every single time. He doesn't know about corruption. He doesn't know about poverty. He doesn't know about inaccess or lack of access to water, electricity. I can tell you now, the communities of Orange Farm and other townships can purchase umbane with 100 rand, 100 rands and get 10 units. Does that sound normal to you? No, it's not normal. I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. Does it sound normal?
Normal.
Now, to the members of the South African Police.
Yes.
You guys never, ever answer to any calls that are related to GBV. You never answer to any calls that are related to crime. Today, you have less than 30 people in this gathering. Too many police force young to achieve what exactly?
They're on our side. They are with us.
Do I look like someone who's going to buy shoes or intimidated and you think that I'm going to throw my shoes at you? Do we look like people who are here to cause trouble, or do we look like people who want to be hurt? Amen.
I don't know. We're talking to Umtun. We're talking to Umtun, not you, leader. Talking to Umtun.
First of all, I even walked away from my job today. Big my me here. Now, we would like an inclusive government. That is what we are calling for. Yes. An inclusive government means that we cannot have a tender and procurement process that is exclusive or that excludes the general public or business owners or the rest of business owners who are registered and able to do the work. There is absolutely no reason for engineering and construction tenders and all of the other tenders to be reserved for a select few because they're friends of friends of friends. It doesn't work that way. You guys and you and I don't boss up.
Oh my God, not when it was just getting so juicy. I hope I'm audible. Um, just as just as our women were showing what women do when it gets bohali at the tipping, just as we're seeing that. I'm sure Gustav will be back. Please just be patient with us. I hope that I'm audible, but I think that I am. Hey, Pella, the women are speaking there, guys, and we keep telling you that it is time for the women. So I trust that Kusta's gonna come back on. I'm just going to give him. There we go. Yes, fantastic. Let me not waste your time, guys. Oh no, Kusta, we can't hear. Please unmute. We can't hear. Oh, I don't know on your end, guys. Please do use the comment section to communicate with me. I don't have a team today, and everything is just so messy, clearly. But can you guys, are you getting audio on your end? We are trying to get them to unmute and bring back the visuals for us. I hope that I'm audible now, but I trust so. We are just trying to get.
Don't have access to the internet or
There we
access to
go.
a smartphone.
I'm hoping we can get video as well. Please, over. We would love some video because you guys are standing there representing a lot of people. You stand there as few, but you actually represent thousands. So please put on your visuals and your mic so that we can hear. We will appreciate that. Guys, don't worry. I am here with you. We are streaming live and we will. Okay, brilliant. So I'm audible at least, and the speaker, even on my end, is not audible. Um, it's such a tricky time to be alive that we actually have to platform everything that's going on so that we are all more well informed and we all know Uguti, where are we as a nation. So I'm hoping that Stand Up SA will come back on. I'm waiting for Kusta to come back on. I'm hoping that it's not the end of his battery life, that side, so that we can see the scenes outside the union buildings. And what was so interesting is that the young, I don't know, the lady representing Enough is Enough was saying that there's less than 20 of them. However, they've brought an army for them. So why does this topic make the presidency so uncomfortable? And where is the president when the people want to speak to the president? I think that's the big question, and that's what was glaring, is that the presidency obviously was aware of this protest that was coming, because these people have been communicating it for quite a while now, I think a few months. And if they could organize the army to come and deal with it, why could they not organize the president to come to speak to the people or a representative? Or, I just find South Africa so weird in that I don't understand why people can't just to each other. That just came in. Hoping that if none of these people that I'm adding on the stage are helping much because they don't have their videos on. And we, the people, are just wanting to get visuals from outside the union buildings. I don't know. I see there are people backstage. If you could turn on your videos, we would be so happy if you can just give us some feed, so that I'm just not here talking randomly, not knowing what's happening that side. But I just find that it's so weird that we live in this country where we are communicators. The way we are is that we talk. So now we are stuck with a leadership that doesn't want to talk. It's just so wild to be living in this time. And there we go. Oh, I thought, Madlomo, you were going to give us some live feed. But can we just ask for the next section of leaders, if you are not comfortable to coming down to the people and talking to the people, please can you decline leadership? Because we need a new chapter in South Africa where the leaders are not afraid of the people that they're leading. Because that's what's happening. If you're going to bring out an army, it means you're afraid of the people that you're leading, which means that perhaps maybe you're not our leader. So can we get into a chapter of South Africa where we have leaders who are not afraid to come and speak to the people? So now instead of the presidency's office and the spokesperson coming to speak to these people who've got problems with the president, they call an army. Is that not something that can lead to like a civil war then? Because if I'm coming to talk to you to come and resolve my problems, you're bringing guns at me. Is that not what it can lead to civil war? Do we not want a leadership where if we come to you and we are pissed off at you, you come out and you come and tell us, okay, guys, I'm sorry about this. Okay, this is how we're going to go forward. But instead, you come out with guns. So can you see that we've got a problem? And the problem in South Africa is actually a leadership problem. It's not the people. It's a leadership problem. So, Sangela, guys, local elections are coming up now. Oh, thank you, Madlomo. I'm going to add you to the stage. Let me not talk too much.
Louder.
Louder, comrade.
People are dying. Literally, people are dying. It's not an exaggeration. People in Kumbi are dying. Uganda are dying. People in South Africa are dying. And what about so please, Father, just like when we're killing, it's not shame. When they're looting, it's shame. When they're dying, it's shame. When people are dying of hunger, it's shame.
Bring back the tone.
And that is all the message that I want you to carry this to the hospital.
Ba bona hore ba answer ya tsebjang.
Manda.
Away
Manda.
two.
Manda.
Away two.
Viva South Africans, viva!
Viva!
Forward with South Africans, forward!
Forward!
Forward with Stand Up SA, forward!
Forward!
Forward with
Look at
Enough
that.
is Enough, forward!
Forward!
Thank you very much, Leaders. So,
You're on the clock. You cannot be busy with the phone.
and I think you must just
Sir or madam? Shit.
and if it's too much, you must also go into that office and say, President, I can't do this, I'm leaving. You're coming with me. So now we're going to give Costas just to hand over the memorandum of demand, and then we will give Bosiso also an opportunity to respond,
Yes.
because we can't just come here and hand over a memorandum as if it's a business transaction.
It's not.
He needs to respect us enough to give us his time and to tell us about the memorandum that he has received. So, yeah, Costa, over to you.
Amanda!
Away two.
Amanda!
Away two.
Leaders, first and foremost, we just appreciate you for coming today, and you're about to hand over the memorandum. The manner in which you're going to hand over the memorandum is very simple. We're going to read the demands to you so that everyone who's at home can understand what we're handing over to him. So we're going to sign it, and then he has to go back to the office and stamp it and bring it back to us, simply because it's important that we get that stamp back from him because it's an acknowledgement of that the demands have been received. So without wasting much time, I'm going to read and then we're going to sign and then we give him an opportunity to go back to the office and then we take it from there. Are we all right? Yeah. Thank you very much. Enough and enough and stand up SA. He's got his own copy, by the way. You can have a look. Enough and enough. And of course, with stand up SA, want to say this as a preamble. Now, it's important to note that media houses have received some of these demands, but it's important that we read them through. South Africa is on the brink of collapse, and of course, the leaders who were trusted to lead us into prosperity have failed to leave the millions of South Africans out of poverty. Unemployment continues to skyrocket, inequality is expanding, and poverty is high. Additionally, crime and corruption steals from the poor and the future of the nation. The president, Cyril Ramaphosa, is presiding over a nation that is going to ruin. And each time he speaks to us, he's either shocked and asking himself questions instead of providing direction and leadership for the country. So, to the president, we are submitting this list of memorandums that support our overarching message that Ramaphosa must go. These demands are reasonable, achievable, and critical for restoring public trust and building a functional state that serves all its people. Now, list number one is accountability and transparency.
Yes.
So we are saying that the president and his administration have failed to be accountable and transparent to South Africans pertaining to the issues that are of concern to them. Currently, we have an administration that is made up of cabinet ministers and the president who have questionable dealings, and the public is never brought to full confidence regarding these matters. So when we talk transparency and accountability, here's demand number one. We request that the president publish the information for South Africans to see how much he has borrowed, especially in the terms and conditions of the European loans that are linked to the just energy transition. We know that he signed those as early as like last week or so. So when you get to the president, we ask him to publish that information. It's for South Africans to know.
Yeah.
Not to keep this information behind closed doors.
Yes.
We also request that the presidency remove state security from his office and allow it to be independent and outside of his personal and political interference. Now, sponsor, you are aware that that office, that department, was meant to secure the borders of the country and to protect South Africa from internal and foreign threats. Guess what he did? He put it in this office here. Guess what happened? Today, SSA is nowhere to be found where we need it the most. We've got Mexicans in South Africa. How did they enter this country? They're making drugs in Mpumalanga, but state security is sitting in this office. Anyway, let's continue. State security is not for the protection of the president and his surround people. It's for South African citizens. And then under job creation and unemployment, the president, we demand the following, that the presidential-backed policy of giving guarantees to independent power producers must come to an end. Hey, there is about 400 billion rands that is given to independent power producers, right? Those guys today don't even employ 1 million permanent jobs.
Why?
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 Who gives a guarantee of profit to private business of 20 years? So these guarantees here, that money we know that is ring fence today. So there's a 400 billion meant for companies that are coming out of
All right, we seem to have lost them again, and in such pivotal information time as we were hearing about what's happening with our monies. Ish. Um, let me see. Ish. Romeo, you're asking me what happened. Turn on the video and thingy. Oh my word, guys, we're having crises here. We are trying to. Okay, I need to remove. Okay, you are at home. We lost the link from the union buildings just as it was giving us some really hot news. Oh my God. I know, Konabo. Oh no, I know, right? I know, right? I know, right? I don't even know what to say. We lost them, but let's hope that they're gonna come back onto the stream. They do have the link there, that side on them. Oh my word. Just as we South Africans were getting to the gist of it, because I know a lot of us are there in spirit, right? A lot of us are too scared to go there because we're scared of our bags being affected. But now we were having an opportunity to be there and listen, at least quietly, from our behind our cell phones. Um, I'm still online. Don't worry. I'm just going to wait for them to come back into the stream. Um, Worry not. And people who are backstage, please rather go watch on YouTube because you're confusing us here. Go watch via YouTube on Moya channel. We are streaming on Twitter at Nziki Mazwai and on Facebook. Kusta, we're hoping, notices that the stream is not streaming and will realize. And if anybody is near him, please, can you go to him and tell him that the stream is not streaming and the South Africans are here listening to what the memorandum. Oh, Kusta's on stage, of course. We are here. We were listening to what the memorandum says, and imagine us getting cut off just as we're getting to the memorandum. That is so wild. I don't even know what to say to you guys, but what I can assure you is that we will make sure that we make copies available of the memorandum to know what we were going to fight for. They went to go fight for us. We didn't even know um, what was in the memorandum. But we know that they're representing us, right? So I'm going to make sure that the memorandum is made available. Stand Up SA is the hashtag on social media platforms. Um, Unbelievable. I can't believe we lost the feed. Um, Please bear with us. We're going to give them about 5 more minutes to see if anybody is on that side and able to come on. Uh, they do all have the link in their WhatsApp group. So I'm hoping somebody will remember that, hey, we've got the link and there's nothing streaming on streaming. So yeah, 5 more minutes. Thank you to everybody who is tuned in. Please like, share, and subscribe. That's right, Daphne. Thank you very much. Um, this is the go-to channel at the moment. There's no propaganda. It's clean. It's just curious. It gets into a lot of trouble because it gets curious. The other day we had a live stream with the general who was a former head of the Hawks. Then all these scoops were coming out, and whoa, and sure. So if you are like into current affairs and into so-called conspiracy theories, this channel is definitely the one that you should be subscribed to. So today we had given the protesters out at the Ramaphosa Must Go protest out at the union buildings. We had given them the link so that they could stream us live. We were watching. We were getting involved into the memorandum. We were nicely getting angry. We were getting worked up from behind our cell phones, and then we lost them. So it's really like quite a traumatic experience. Let's see, 2 more minutes if maybe. But I think we've lost them now because I'm sure they're way into the memorandum. But as I say, I promise you, I will post it on all the platforms that we're streaming on, or well, at least give you ways to access it. I'm sure it will be on Kusta's social media, and I'm sure Stand Up SA has got social media accounts, and that memorandum should be accessible there. But I definitely will make sure that on all my platforms it is definitely there. Thank you so much for always supporting us and always okay, another person coming, but I think they also just ugh yeah. Ach, I have to remove you from the stage. You are just also just somebody watching. The link did go spread quite a lot, the link to come backstage. But what we need are visuals to what is happening at the Union building. So if you're at the Union buildings and you were watching and you can hear me somehow, please can you come through, get the link, come through so that you can give us the visuals to what is going on that side. You guys are there representing citizens on the ground, and we were listening to what we were complaining about. We hadn't quite articulated ourselves. These guys have articulated us, and they were there now. Um, so, oh, yeah, guys. Ah, what a pity. What a pity. What a bad timing. We were hoping that they come back. We were hoping that they come back, but 3 minutes in, we're still waiting. 2 more minutes, and then, guys, we called it a day. You can stream back and see some of the stuff that was on the memorandum, but they were actually only just on the second point about the monies. We were asking for accounts on how many loans has the president made since he's come in. That was where we were on the memorandum. The people, the citizens want to know how many loans has the CR17 administration taken out since 2017, because we are the people that have to pay back those loans. So that's why Stand Up SA is there, and in the memorandum they're asking Guti, all right, how many loans, how much do we owe so far? How far is our bill so far? That's what was going on. And unfortunately, we've lost the feed to the union buildings. Unbelievable. I mean, like, we were so ready for the scoop. I was ready. You guys were ready. Like, we were all ready. So I don't think I'm getting them back. But what I can promise you guys is that they did say that they want the documents to go get signed. So in that space, when they go get signed, I will make sure that I speak to Kustas, the organizer, the leader of the spokesperson of Stand Up SA. I will find out from him if we can go live again with them, and then he can unpack to us what's in the memorandum, what's happening, what's the way forward, all the questions, the what, where's, when's, how's, all the questions. So thank you guys, thank you so much. I'm just going to give him time, and I'm going to end this live stream because I think I'm accepting defeat now. I think this is me accepting defeat and saying that I'll go just watch my social media pages. If we're coming back on, we'll be coming back on within the next hour. So don't disappear. And in fact, you must share. But obviously, it will be a new link. But still, subscribe to Moya on YouTube. Check out, there's some amazing episodes. We deal with African spirituality, history, and politics. And it's clean and it's authentic, and there's no propaganda, and there is no pressure from any master to tell us what we can and we can't speak about on Moya. So please, if you are for free and independent content, do subscribe. I am officially giving up now because I do think that I've just been babbling and babbling, and he's not come. Okay, there's someone. Okay, someone called Junior coming backstage, but Junior, I don't think you've got the visuals. We are looking for the visuals. Even there's someone called Lerato who's just come backstage. And Lerato, do you have visuals from the union buildings? Viola, do you have the visuals from the union buildings? Guys, we're looking for the visuals for the union buildings. Otherwise, you should be watching on YouTube and not backstage, actually. Um, Kusta has spread this link far and wide, and everyone keeps thinking it's the right link. Yeah, we are looking for the people who are at the union buildings to please come on stage because we'd love to see the visuals and to get the audio and to hear what's going on that side. Because so far, all we know is that one of our demands is that CR17 tells us how much he spent so far, so that we know how much are we owing, how much, in fact, not even us, it's our children who are going to be affected by these moves that are being made now. So let's see all these loans that are being made since COVID and stuff. It's our children, guys, who are going to have to pay that. And already we are so broke and falling apart. How hard is it going to be for them? So it's serious, guys. It's serious. Like we're in serious times. Um, I was really hoping to buy time to get to see that the protesters at the union buildings can come back on. But I'm gonna turn off this live, and we are going to. Oh, I suppose I can just do that thing that both SABC do, right? Where I just turn off the audio and turn off the video, and we keep it on. But yeah, I think we're gonna do that. So just keep it locked here. I'm going to just turn off my audio and keep it on, and then hopefully we'll get Kusta back. But I'm sure they're almost done with the memorandum, and then we'll come and get an interview. I feel so fancy, the fact that I can do that thing that they do like in Parliament, where they just turn off the audio and the sound, and then they've just got the logo there. My name is Mamiya, guys. Thank you so much. This is Moya live stream.